Hi Dale, so this is the working to a brief evaluation for the Andy Billion film. So, time management, did you work to deadlines? I felt that myself and the class worked to tight deadlines, to be fair. The most important one was getting the video out for Andy Billion Week in 2018, which we did. We met that deadline. We also had other deadlines like getting the pre production ready, also sourcing and finding actors, shooting, and leaving enough time to edit as well. For me personally, I was mainly on the editing team. We had to work, we were given maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks before the anti-bullying week just to get all finished and finalised. And thankfully, we did meet the deadline there. Also, just a wee bit of the pre-production. Myself, Shane, and Andrew mainly working on the cyberbullying side, which a storyline, which we had to come up with what was going to happen, the different shot types, and pre-production for that sort of half, which we worked well, and we were able to meet that deadline as well, getting it ready for the shooting day. So communication with client and the team. This was mainly done through yourself and Frankie as well. You were able to talk to the client for us. We also did have the brief meeting type thing where we were able to present what we thought needed to go into it. Also give them ideas and stuff like that, and then get a bit of feedback from them, asking what they wanted to see in it and have in it. Basically they wanted, something which was dark, something that represented it. Cyberbullying, also maybe a wee bit of physical bullying as well, but mainly cyberbullying because that was, or that still is, a major problem coming into the sort of we've got phones, internet, and stuff like that. And the old video was a little bit outdated as well, so it was good just to refresh that. Communication with the team. I think I had good communication with the team, as I was able to, for example, Jason was editing the other side of the storyline, the more physical, billion type of thing, and I was able to communicate with him, for example, to get that off and to put it into the final edits. Also, with the likes of Shane and Andrea, I worked closely with for the pre-production, and then as we had a few meetings with the client and stuff like that, I was able to communicate with them, asking questions, and seeing what they want, being able to listen as well. I think that was pretty good. So how did the leadership and the group go? The leadership was good. We had a few people leading. The likes of Jason and Callum as well. I can remember having leading more of the pre-production, and getting us ready with a sort of storyline. I directed on the day the cyberbullying half of the story, while Frankie and Jason and that group went off and on the more physical side. I think I went well, and it worked well, and we got it done on time. But overall, I think it was good. We were able to keep, we were able to stay in on time and in order, and all went well. So I think leadership in the group was good, and it was handled well. So did you meet the brief? I feel like we over delivered on the brief. I think that they knew what they wanted, but I don't think they had very high expectations of what the NRC can produce. So I do feel like we over delivered. On the brief was sort of, they wanted dark, they wanted cyberbullying, they wanted, it was a few other things. And I feel like we really took that on board and made a really good storyline. So did we meet the brief? Yes, definitely. I feel like we definitely over delivered on that. So what is the client and peer feedback? The client feedback for start was great. I don't think they were expecting what we produced at all. They were very, very happy with it. We were able to get it out for Anti-Bullying Week, and the feedback on the video was good. Hopefully they'll probably be using that video for the next couple of years at least, up until they probably make a new one. But I think that was as good. It'll be ahead of its time, definitely. It'll still look as good as it did this year, next year. So yeah, that was good. Peer feedback, so like class and teacher feedback, like from yourself and Frankie, it was all very, very good. All saying it was to a high standard. It was looking good. It looked good. It was fitted the purpose, and in all, like the feedback was great. I don't think we had really any negative. It was all very, very, very good. So problem solving, any issues that you had to deal with. This one was tough. Problems we maybe encountered was it was definitely sticking to deadlines, even though we did. It was hard. We didn't have that much time. I think we spent a little bit too much time on the pre-production. Also, getting the actors took a week or two, which it was always hard to get them to match up with our days and getting time to shoot. Um, but we got over those issues. Also, maybe a first issue, we were looking for actors. We were able to get the actors in. Thanks to yourself and Frankie as well for organizing that. Um, but yeah, we didn't have many, but we had a few, and but we were able to solve those pretty quickly, and everything worked out in the end. So what would you do differently the next time? I would definitely, I wouldn't necessarily start earlier, but I would definitely get through quicker. The pre-production, in my opinion, took far too long. I think we were stuck on that maybe 3, 4, possibly even 5 weeks. Um, the shooting took like 1 week, maybe two to get the actors as well, and then sort of the editing took about 2 weeks. I just feel like we needed just to be a wee bit quicker on the pre-production to give us more time to do the editing and filming and stuff like that. Also, I mean, if we were to do it differently, and if we had a budget, we might be able to go, to different locations. And if we had, different actors, or we might have been able to do bigger scenes, or you know, that's what I would do differently. Um, were there any financial constraints? So as I just touched there, yes and no. I think in the pre-production whenever we were planning, some people wanted to do bigger scenes, with different like we needed like 20 extras or whatever for this room, or we were having a party and they were kind of feeling left out. Um, just for that there to get actors in, we didn't have enough. Um, we would have to pay for their maybe fuel and travel coming up and stuff like that. So yes, there was financial constraints, but we dealt with them pretty well, and the video came out well on a £0 budget as well, which is great. So has this had any influence on your career in media industry? So I got to go at the editing, bit of the pre-production, and also directing on the day. Directing was a good change, good experience as well. Directing a team of actors, also people on the camera, Andrew on the drone as well. Directing them, telling them what shots to get, what we need, making sure that we had enough footage as well to bring back whenever editing. So yeah, definitely it has. I still want to go into the editing, post production, as that's what I like doing and that's what I feel like I'm good at. But like, then again, the directing, also pre production was fun. Like, it's coming up with the ideas is good. So yeah, it's definitely had an influence on my career choice in media. And also showing me what's on offer and showing me the whole process of planning, going out and filming it, and then editing as well. It has also gave me the opportunity to work with clients, and also working to a deadline as well. So yeah, overall, I think the video turned out very well, and we did a very good job, collectively as a class.